a Sweet 16 birthday party in Alabama.
A video reveals a teacher in Texas organizing fights between students.
And later, the OSU Dairy Farm is encouraging hands-on learning for Ferguson Ag students.
All that and more on News OSU. This is News OSU for Tuesday, April 18th. We're glad to have you with us. I'm Lauren Suarez.
And I'm Alyssa Sanchez. We begin today with a simultaneous mass shooting investigation in 2 states. In Alabama, at least 4 people are dead following a Sweet 16 birthday party where at least 15 teens were treated for gunshot wounds.
Meanwhile, in Kentucky, at least 2 people are dead and multiple people were injured in a shooting. Shelly Malashi has the latest.
Please do not let this moment define what you think about the city of Dadeville and our fine people.
In Alabama, an emotional Sunday following a deadly mass shooting that was tied to a birthday celebration Saturday night, according to the Dadeville City Police Department.
What we've dealt with is something that no community should have to endure. I just ask for your patience. It's going to be a long process.
Due to the ongoing investigation, Alabama law enforcement officials have yet to release the ages of those killed.
From what I understand, somebody in there that had a gun, somehow walked in with a gun and just opened up fire.
We're going to continue to work through in a very methodical way to go through this scene, to look at the facts, and ensure that justice is brought to bear for the families.
The Alabama shooting happened about an hour after shots were fired into a large crowd at a park in Louisville, Kentucky. At least 2 people were killed and several others are being treated for gunshot wounds, according to the Louisville Metro Police Department. Right now, Kentucky investigators are working to identify a suspect or suspects and determine a motive. I'm Shelly Malashi reporting.
Today, more than 30,000 athletes are celebrating their completion of the 127th Boston Marathon that took place on Monday. People from 122 countries and all 50 states participated this year. It comes 2 days after the 10-year anniversary of the double bombings that killed 3 people and injured more than 260. The brother of Martin Richard, who was one of those who died, ran the race this year, along with a few of Martin's grade school classmates. Boston's course is considered to be more technical than others. It's mostly downhill, but there are 4 notable climbs in the second half, and it ends with the notorious Heartbreak Hill at the 20-mile mark.
Right now, there is a big gap in the unemployed and in the open jobs. Nearly 10 million jobs are open and about 6 million people are unemployed. That's due to the fact that workers are seeking more flexible jobs and more welcoming environments. That's according to a study done by Dr. Abby Datis.
Employee market, and yes, I know there's fears of a looming recession and this and that and the other, and so you have to ensure that you're creating a work environment that people actually want to go to, because if not, they're just going to leave and go somewhere else.
You can see her study at spearsbizpubs.okstate.edu.
From helping you with your interview skills to creating a personal brand for yourself, Career Services staff is skilled in getting you waiting for the next step in your journey. Schedule your appointment today at higherosugrads.com.
A substitute teacher in Mesquite, Texas has been fired after allegedly organizing student fights in class. A 13-year-old student shot this video of the incident at Kimbo Middle School on Wednesday. Now that student's mother, Patrice Martinez, says she fears for her daughter's safety and that her daughter is receiving threats for shooting the video. The Mesquite School District confirmed the incident. According to the district's investigation, the teacher encouraged fights, outlined rules for the kids to follow, and even had the students monitor the classroom doors while the fights took place. Martinez says her daughter didn't want to fight and suffered name-calling because of it. She says she's not satisfied with the district's response and is considering hiring a lawyer.
In more local news, demonstrators in southeast Oklahoma are calling for the resignations of several county leaders who allegedly made racist comments. Governor Kevin Stitt says he too wants the McCurtain County Sheriff Commissioner, investigator, and jail administrator to step down. The McCurtain Gazette News says it recorded the local leaders expressing frustration they couldn't hang black people and threatening 2 reporters. At least 100 protesters gathered outside the county commissioners' meeting on Monday. The accused leaders weren't in attendance. A local hospital says it's been on lockdown in light of the demonstrations, and troopers have been on alert.
Service animals such as seeing eye and medical alert dogs are important tools for the people they serve. OSU has partnered with an organization to give back to these hard-working animals.
This is Juno, and this is her handler, Ezra Batiste. Batiste has Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. This affects his joints, causing severe joint pains and even dislocations.
So there are tasks that she's able to do for me when either I can't move or I can't move well, where she can bring things over to me so that I can safely navigate things.
According to the Animal Ophthalmology Center, a routine eye exam can cost about $240.
You still have to get the dog, pay for all the dog's expenses, whether it be food, grooming, medical bills. You have to pay for going to classes and having assistance from outside trainers, because it's really difficult to do things on your own, especially as a disabled handler.
Clinical Assistant Professor Caitlin Fentiman says these exams are useful to catch diseases early and allow the dogs to keep doing their jobs.
And if they do develop a problem in their eyes, like a cataract or glaucoma or any other ocular disease that could prevent them from being able to have normal vision, that can impact their ability to do that job. And so we want to make sure that on our end, we're able to help out in any way that we can so that they can keep doing the job that they're trained to do.
These appointments must be scheduled during the month of May to qualify. To register your service animal for a free eye exam, go to www.acvoeyeexam.org and register before the end of April. For News OSU, I'm Lauren Suarez. While they may not be service animals, the cows at Ferguson Family Dairy Center provides hands-on experience and research opportunities for students in the outdoor classroom. Aubrey Cooper has the story.
As a land-grant university, the Ferguson Dairy Center values being on the forefront of dairy technology and practices. The facility is inclusive of an automated milking parlor and freestall barn. The dairy allows students to get involved in various aspects such as milking, maintenance, health and wellness, and data analysis.
I wish that more people came out and interacted with this dairy center, because this is a great resource both for the community and for the kids coming up in school.
The dairy's herd consists of Holstein cows, which average 70 pounds of milk per day, and Jersey cows, which average 45 pounds of milk per day. Because of the collective efforts of the staff and dairy cows, the facility is responsible for producing about 2,200,000 pounds of milk a year.
The most important thing I've learned and taken away from here, working here, is persevere. Some things are hard, but ultimately you're going to get through it all.
The OSU Ferguson Family Dairy Center is approximately 300 acres where the staff is responsible for nearly 200 dairy cows, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The facility's main objective is for research and to teach students important information about the industry. To learn more about the facilities, visit the website at agriculture.okstate.edu. For News OSU, I'm Aubrey Cooper.
A cold front will be moving into Stillwater this weekend, so be sure to plan accordingly. Highs will be in the mid-80s Wednesday with a gust of winds up to 45 miles per hour. Thursday will be mostly the same with a high of 80 degrees.
That cold front will move in beginning Friday, dropping the high down to 60 degrees, and wind speeds up to 20 miles per hour. Saturday will be colder with a high of 55. Sunday will only warm back up a few degrees to a high of 60 with partly sunny skies.
And that's News OSU for Tuesday, April 18th. I'm Melissa Sanchez.
And I'm Lauren Suarez. From all of us here, stay safe, and we will see you next week on News OSU.